All right, gents, we're back with another episode of Jay's Copeland School for Wayward Tradesmen. Today we're going to be showing you how to complete a PM using emaint in our system. First thing you're going to do is click this handy dandy little app I installed for you guys. We've already got this guy's information in here, so he can auto log in. You'll have your password with your tablet. Log him in. All right, so first things first, your bread and butter over here is your navigation menu. This top half is going to be things that are assigned to you specifically, so you'll be able to find those in there. You'll also be able to find jobs that you're currently signed on in there under your work orders, my signed on jobs, but we'll get to that later. Here, under the MX data, shows you all the information in the emaint system. Right now, I know the work order number I'm looking for, so I'll search for it under work orders. Now, I'm searching based on the work order number because I know it, but if you only knew like a description or the asset ID, which would be the type of equipment that you're working on, or the work order type, description, you can search based on a number of parameters, but I know the work order number, so that's what we're looking for. So I look for work order number equals 125625. 125625. We'll list the matches, and there she is. So we'll click on that blue number. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do to be able to interact with this work order is sign on to it down here at the bottom. If I'm not signed on, I can't do any of the procedures. I can't add time. I can't add parts, none of that. So first thing you do is sign on. If you notice that you can't sign on, it's probably because you're signed into a different work order already. You can't sign into two at the same time. You'll have to go back to the main menu and check your signed on jobs. But now that we're signed on to this, we'll go to menu, procedures, right here. Click it. This will show us all the procedures that we're required to do to complete this PM. The task description will be there, and you'll have to answer 2 questions on each procedure. Is it completed, and did it pass? If it's not completed, then you won't be able to complete the PM until all steps are completed. If it didn't pass, it's going to ask you what needs to be done to pass it. If it's anything that takes less than an hour, generally, you want to go ahead and take care of it. Anything over that, you'll create an ICM, which the system will do for you automatically upon failure. So here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 procedures. So we need those to do those in order to complete this PM. Now, I just created this PM as a test, but what you'd want to do in the field is make sure that you go through and complete each of these steps and list whether or not it passes or fails. So here, since this is a test PM, we know it's passed and completed. I can select that and that throughout the PM. And again, this is just because I know this is a test PM. You'll be wanting to check conditions of the regulators, slowly turn each regulator on, listen, smell for any gas leaks, etc., whatever the procedure is. All right, so we've got all the steps passed and completed here. Just to check again, click menu and save. All right, now that all my procedures are passed and completed, or failed and completed, whatever it may have been in your case, we can go back and you don't want to just sign off because then the PM's not completed. You have to close it out. So menu, close out, close work order. It's loading up there. All right, so now our open history is history, job status completed. we know that it's complete. Now we can sign off. If you happen to completed this PM and you didn't sign on as soon as you started, you started the PM some time ago, you can add labor if you didn't get that all captured there. You just go here and enter your quantity as the number of hours that you worked. 1 would be 1 hour, 1.5 would be an hour and a half, so on and so forth, and then you'd hit process and that would add the labor. If you needed to add parts, you can do that as well. You click here, you search the item number that's given in the warehouse that'll be written on whatever it is that you're wanting to do, the quantity of the ones you're taking, and then you will process, and it will add those charges to the work order as well. But right now we've selected all the steps, we've completed all the steps. We've got our open history as history and our job status is completed. All that's left to do is sign off. And it captures the time that you're signed on to the time you sign off. So from the point we signed on to this and started working, it captures your time, so you don't have to add labor. But we're going to go ahead and sign off of this work order. And that is a completed PM. On to the next one. Hope this helps, guys. You can go back home and go on to your next work order or next PM.